Welcome back, Grand Finals, the finale, the 2K. Yeah, I'm pumped. Like, everyone else seems to be falling asleep, but it's good, don't worry.
Woo!
There we go. Got some woos from my...
Raise the roof.
No, too far.
No, too much.
Just
it's like Will, calm down.
Calm yourself. We're 2-0 OpTic Gaming. The FEJOs have looked somewhat decent until, well, they looked decent for about 5 minutes before the first hardpoint was restarted, and then it kind of all went a little bit downhill from there. Touchdown.
Some critical shots.
CTF Ascend, my friend. CTF Ascend. OpTic Gaming, the full squad going up against essentially a pickup squad for the day. How do you see this one playing out?
Ascend CTF has been a little bit fluky in the past, as a lot of people have seemed to find out, but just the raw slaying power from OpTic and that talent that team has had from having so much chemistry from pretty much day one in this game. Whenever they started forming, they've had some natural chemistry for quite a long time, and just watching them play CTF, they play as a unit, they move together, they're just really talented as a squad, I guess you could say. They make plays together, they get cuts for each other. I just don't see them losing this Ascend CTF.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard. I'd be very, very impressed if FEJO could pick it up, because I believe definitely you were talking about it earlier on when FEJO played Strictly Business. I believe it was the same CTF, was it?
It was on retreat.
Oh, it was on retreat?
It went to 1-6.
Oh, that was right. Yeah, you're right. And they got pretty much destroyed. It wasn't pretty, so they're not looking as if they're the best CTF team, but as I say that, Proofy runs in the first flag of the game for FEJOs, and he's done a fantastic job of just staying alive. So with 3.5 minutes remaining in round one, Will, it's looking pretty good for the pickup squad. Is that surprising you?
It is a little, but I have been noticing, I've been flicking through the OpTic players, the amount of times they've actually touched the flag, I'm talking about the pickup team's flag, is, I probably can't count it with one hand, to be honest. They've been doing it several times. They just really haven't been able to capitalize. They get to pickup team's flag base, and they're not able to bring it past that halfway mark of the map. If they can do that, it's basically a free capture here, because they have the ability to shut players down like they just did there. That was actually a 4 down there. Scumps actually picked up the flag, but he got shot in the back by Proofy. He got a bit of a lucky spawn there, unfortunately, for Scumps' behalf. But OpTic, they're proof. They're able to get the distance to the flag. Now they just got to focus on getting some more picks after there and just pulling it back and getting the capture. But I do respect pickup team for already having the lead.
Yeah, that was a really good play, but that kill feed has been dominated by OpTic Gaming so far. But bad play to pickup team, not allowing Scumpy to pull that flag. That's twice we've seen him push and really try and get the flag away, but unable to do so. So still a 1-0 lead, 2 minutes 15. Touchdown. Who are you currently on board with?
I'm actually going to be watching Crim6 right now, currently 9-7, and in his own base, actually making a smart defensive play right there. I'm going to switch over to somebody who's a little bit more action. Actually, Crim just gets shut down right there, looking for Formal to pull this flag here with this bow in hand. Oh, so accurate right here. Picks up one, finds the second player, connects with some shots, cannot manage to pick up that kill. OpTic really just kind of falling apart on this first side of CTF. They're not really playing together, and we saw how that affected SB earlier and FaZe earlier in that matchup, and it's really just we see a very passive play style in this first half, and I think it is favoring this FEJO pickup team.
Definitely. What do OpTic have to do to really turn this around then?
Someone just tweeted me an interesting statistic. If OpTic wins on this map, they have not dropped the map all day.
And that will be the third time they've done that.
That is unbelievable. But OpTic just needs to keep doing what they're doing. I told you, if Classic heated up, if Study heated up, which Study seemed to be coming somewhat hot out of that Search and Destroy despite losing, he did the best for his team. The kills column is all going despite a suicide from Proofy. It seems to be going toward the pickup squad's way here. If they can start making some more waves, I don't know. I suppose you could go with the generic. If the one team outslays the other team and caps more flags, that team will be the victor of our map here.
Thank you, John Madden, for your amazing analysis.
I was going with the Willed on the fence prediction.
Wait, that's how you play CTF?
No wonder Will's been not.
Oh, and that is 4 dead for OpTic Gaming. Looks like it is going to be another 2-0 lead
Proofy
with a flag cap. Proofy.
I think Proofy just solo killed the entire OpTic game.
He did. He killed every single one.
Wow.
Dude,
That's
he
gonna
has
feel good
like
if you're
some
Proofy.
vendetta right now. He does not want to lose this game. He's been.
Or at least take one map off of OpTic
Right.
for that bragging right.
I feel like that at this point is like an achievement. You know, if you can get to the grand final, it's like, okay, great. We basically like that's the win. Getting to the grand final is the win because OpTic just aren't losing recently. It's so tough for anyone really to compete with them.
What
But
about
as
if
we
they
say
do
that-
win this map?
What's that?
Like, surely if they win this map, that's got to carry over into the other game modes.
I mean, I remember when we were talking about maps, it was Detroit, was it? Oh no, it was Biolab. Yeah, that's it.
Biolab, Uplink, and then a Detroit
See, if it
S&T.
goes to that game 5,
Well, if it goes to that game 5, you're going to be demoralized as OpTic, who hasn't dropped a map all day, and then you go down up 2-0 and you bring it to a game 5?
and it's OpTic's worst map.
Mentally, I just don't think they can hold it together in that instance.
Plus Detroit, right? Like OpTic Gaming's worst search and destroy. So for me, FEJO take that. So really, it just comes down. I just would like to see OpTic Gaming just clutch up here in the CTF. You know, they've been making some questionable flag pulls, but there's still plenty of time in the game. They should be able to come back into this one. No questions asked. And who's your play to watch at the start of the second side touchdown?
I'm definitely looking at Formal right now, who is 15-11, holding down. Actually, he'll be shut down right there very quickly. So I guess we're switching on over to Study from FEJO. I just really believe that if Formal can step it up with that bow play in his base, they can definitely get some flag pulls going. As Scumpy is currently pulling this flag, he'll be shut down very quickly. Classic left to defend that flag. It looks like that flag won't be returned, and Formal's going to pick that one up. There will be some players in contention, but if they do get that map control, this should be a
away.
very
They
easy
got it.
cap for Formal.
He could get shot in the back, but he's going to round the corner just in time. OpTic Gaming 2-1, managing to stay alive. And Will, talk me through that flag cap. Exactly, you know, what happened? Why are OpTic able to actually cap that flag as opposed to the other like 4 or 5 that we've seen them pull?
Well, going back not too far from what I said where I was criticizing them about getting the flag in their hands but not being able to capitalize, they were able to do it in that situation. Not only did they have more than one person actually pushed up on the flag cap, they were able to get the kills, forcing them into the spawns, and then pick a few of them off as they freshly respawned, meaning that Formal just had a clear run. He had a clear run. As soon as he reached that halfway mark from the map, it was like, yep, nope, that's going to be a cap. OpTic Gaming, they finally get the first one on the board. It's just that simple. And you do notice that Proofy was cleaning up a few players that were lurking in his spawn there. That's really what the guys over at the team of Pickup have been doing all this game. They've just been cleaning up the kills and defending really well. I take back my statement of OpTic Gaming not being strong enough on really pushing as a team. I got to give it actually now, looking at the map as a whole, just how well the actual team of Pickup are doing with their defensive and just regaining map presence. It's just going to be OpTic Gaming have to do one better if they want to get that flag to try and draw it up.
The big thing I've noticed from this FEJO team is individual big plays. Like, I just saw Proofy get a 3-piece. Proofy got a quad at the end of the first side. As well as that, Classic just got a massive defensive 2-piece.
And
these big,
Study got a 4 dead.
right, exactly. It's these big individual plays which are really making the difference. And OpTic just find themselves in a little bit of incorrect positioning at times. But that can all change. 3 players go down once again. Is anyone in OpTic Gaming in a position to pull the flag? Yes, they are. It's going to be
big
Crim.
twos from Classic.
If Crim can get away here, this is going to be massive. There is a player underground, and in fact, Crim not going to be able to get there. Scumpy now needs to go big on the defensive side, and this left-hand side sees the player jump across, and he just gets absolutely wiped out. That was not good at all. Last 2 minutes, though. Definitely can OpTic Gaming level up this game.
With only one flag, I could see them at least getting to a overtime, in which case I think they would take the overtime, because I simply just don't see the Pickup team holding it in enough to be able to gain the composure to win an overtime. If OpTic has managed just to tie it up after they were up 2-0 at the half. But it looks, as I said, that Crim is about to get away with this
Look
flag.
at Crim's movement.
He's going
on
to get this.
Did you see how
fleek.
quick Crim
He
just moved
cut-
across the map?
Well, as we're saying that, he
we
bumped
talked too
his head a
soon.
little bit.
It's a caster's curse right there with
Little bit of a
Crimson's-
blunder.
Crimson's movement.
But just like that, it's a tie
Crimson.
game. So given that the slaying column is definitely in OpTic's favor, this might be another
Flag's
cap
pulled.
coming
Scumpy
in from
has it.
Scump.
Scump's away.
No.
Oh, my Lord.
And just like that, 3 flags on this half to
That's
OpTic Gaming.
ridiculous. 2 flags back to back. Good old-fashioned flag relay. OpTic Gaming with the last 50 seconds now. Just need to make sure they don't make any big blunders. Big gunfight going on in the base. Nature wins it. Nicely played from him. More players going to be pushing the light side of the map. However, he just needs to wait for his teammates to come off respawn. Interestingly, someone actually spawned over towards semicircle. That was actually Crim, and Crim didn't waste any time whatsoever. He's going straight towards the enemy flag. Both flags are going to be pulled. 30 seconds left. Crim needs his teammates to spawn on him, and I think he may get a little bit lucky here because they're spawning around him. But still, OpTic Gaming need to defend Crim 6. This is massive play coming out from Crim. Picks up one. Teammate picked up the other, but Crim has the pop, which misses it. He goes down. Classic with the flag. Should actually be able to cap this. He's stunned. 14 seconds. Gets it in.
Oh my god.
This game is going to overtime. Crim, so unfortunate that that melee didn't register.
Momentum, you would argue, is in Pickup's favor.
Is momentum going to be that much of an issue? Is it going to be a factor?
What's that flag? Can I go? Okay, cool. So with that flagpool, what was interesting, Study had a clear run. Basically, there were players from OpTic that were around him, but they were so focused on defending Crim6, they ignored Study, who literally just walked all the way to his own capture zone. They put all of their eggs in the one basket of defending Crim6, and once that fell through, they lost. They didn't even have any track whatsoever on where Study was. That was their problem there. If they went and actually killed Study, who had no support whatsoever from the rest of his team, they would have easily stopped their flag capture from coming in. Instead, they chose to go with defending Crim6, and at the end of the day, it turned out to be the wrong decision.
Yep. We'll see, though. Overtime, of course, whoever can cap the flag in a quicker time wins. Pretty simple, to be honest with you. Lots of players already being slayed down, though. Study needs to go big defensively, only managing to pick up one. OpTic Gaming pushing down that right-hand side. It's going to be Scumpy. He's picking up more kills. That's going to be a free flag pull, surely, but oh my god, that's the best spawn I've ever seen anyone get. Study just spawned over at light. Turns around. Oh, Study. Study, put the controller down, walk away from the screen. That was not what you want to see from you in that position at all. But flag has been returned and both teams back at base. Just seems like Scumpy needs to get the defensive kill. Not going to happen. Study pulling the flag away. He falls. And touchdown. Overtime. Who do you think is going to take this one?
I'm obviously looking at OpTic being that favored veteran team since they have all that chemistry working for them in CTF. We did see some, I think it was more OpTic's mistakes. As I'm saying that, Proofy looks like he's going to pull this one home.
100%.
This is definitely going to be a flag. So as I'm saying that, OpTic, the pressure is going to be on a little over, this is going to be a little under a minute and a half right there to get a flag capture. So the real question here is, can OpTic respond in that little time right here?
I don't think they can. I'll be honest, I think OpTic loses this match. Deathly, what do you think?
I've seen crazier things happen. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, you're looking at one of the most well-put-together powerhouses in Call of Duty history.
I'm not a fan of how the pickup team have actually set up originally here, turtling their base a lot. No one really playing for map control.
But
they get a little bit lucky.
Dead. Yeah.
They've managed to hold off one wave. But how many times can they realistically do that against some of the best slayers in Call of Duty? That's the question. They've done it twice. So, I mean, yeah, but...
How many times do they need to do it?
I mean, you have a minute. I would say 3, maybe 4 times.
So twice more in the slaying column in their favor, and it's over.
I would say 100%. Formal needs to win this gunfight on the defensive side. He does.
Of course he does.
It's Formal, right?
Right.
The big player to watch right now is actually going to be Nature.
Oh, what do we got going on? Classic with a nice two-piece.
This is basically Nature. If Nature gets this play, OpTic Gaming win the game. He needs to wait, though. He needs to wait. This needs to be a last... Oh, he's gone a little bit too soon there. Teammate's not really in a position to give him full cover, but he gets away!
Oh,
Nature!
wow.
One gunfight to win! One shot, he falls. However, the flag is going to be returned. I thought it was going to be kept alive. 10 seconds. Crim desperately trying to go for it. OpTic Gaming dropped the first map of the day. FEJO pick up CTF Ascend. It was the one map that when we talked about, we said could potentially be dropped. It's a little bit random at times.
Yep.
You kind of see that there from the spawns. We're going over to a Biolab uplink. You have to favor the green wall to take this one 3-1. But we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. For now, quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be jumping right into that uplink.